you'll remember that the president and Zelensky of Ukraine had a press conference, okay? Only 4 reporters got to ask questions. Press conference is about an hour late, as Biden is always that way. But this is a pretty serious subject, Ukraine, right? 4 reporters get to ask questions. Why? Okay. One of the questions was asked by Reuters, a reporter named Trevor Honeycutt, who I've never heard of. And Reuters is not top-of-the-line news agency. It's a wire service, okay? And Mr. Honeycutt asked 2 questions, one about Donald Trump, which you'll hear in a moment, and the other about Israel's brutality in Gaza. Biden listened to the questions, and here's what happened. Go.
Thank you, sir. First, a question for both of you. Given the Republican skepticism of the Ukraine effort, do you worry that a second term for President Trump would be the end of an independent Ukraine?
First of all, with regard to political support for Ukraine, there is a strong bipartisan political support for Ukraine. Small number of Republicans who don't want to support Ukraine, but they don't speak for the majority, even the Republicans, in my view. With regard to the flooding of the tunnels, there is assertions being made that there's quite sure there are no hostages in any of these tunnels, but I don't know that for a fact. I do know that, though, every civilian death is an absolute tragedy, and Israel stated its intent, as I said, to match its words with its intent with actions.
He's reading the answer to both of those questions. So how did he know that those questions were going to come? He had to have known in advance. So we called the Reuters news agency, which is what responsible journalists do. And the Reuters people said, oh, no, we didn't submit our questions in advance. No way. And O'Reilly has got to retract his message on BillO'Reilly.com and take down all the tweets promoting the message. This is what Reuters said. And then they issued a statement, okay? And the statement says, quote, Reuters categorically denies the baseless accusation that questions were provided to President Biden in advance. Reuters journalists act in accordance with the Thomson Reuters Trust principles of independence, integrity, and freedom from bias, unquote. Heather Carpenter, Senior Director, Communications for Reuters. Okay. Now, we appreciate Reuters getting back, but I don't know how you can read an answer to a question you don't know is coming. Do you? Does anybody? I guess it might be possible. And in my message of today, I say the analysis is my opinion. Okay, it's clearly labeled that Reuters provided information in advance of the question. So it's possible that the White House communications staff, they knew, obviously, they were going to call on Trevor Honeycutt. They knew it. Said to them, well, what do you think you're going to ask about? Because people do that to me all the time. And I'll say, well, this subject, or I wouldn't ever give them specifics. So you could have said Gaza and Ukraine. That's it. But the odds are, heavy odds are, that Reuters gave them a little bit more of that. Maybe not the exact question, but they knew where it was going. They had to. All right, so I thought you would find that interesting. Now, this is not the first time that President Biden has read off a sheet of paper answers to what should be spontaneous questions. And that is a violation of every journalistic tenet. But are you surprised? Come on. Are you? I'm not. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.